live from the campus of Phoenix College in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the NJCAA Division II Women's Volleyball Championship. The match you're watching right now features second-seeded Central of Nebraska against 10th-seeded Glendale of right here in Arizona. Hi, everybody. I'm Wayne Block, the Sports Information Director at Mesa Community College, not too far from here. This is the quarterfinal round. We have a 1-1 tie right off the bat. Both of these teams won earlier today in Sweet 16 action. Glendale, the only real upset, if you will, of the tournament. We'll talk about it in a moment. As I say, the only real upset of the tournament, they were the 10th-seeded team. They knocked off 7th-seeded Kansas City, Kansas, 3 straight sets. Meanwhile, Central also won 3-0 over 15th-seeded Genesee of New York. So here we are, the quarterfinals. It's 2-1, now 2-2, as Central gets a kill for Peyton Chahon. And I have to apologize right now. I'm going to have a lot of trouble picking out the Glendale numbers. They have black numbers on deep red uniforms, and they're going to be very hard to see. Service ace that time for Skylar Erickson. And Central has taken up a 3-2 lead. I am sitting up here at the same view that you have on the screen. And, of course, with Glendale, especially with them being on the far side of the court, it's very difficult to tell. That's a dink that's going to be a point for Central. They lead 4-2. The Raiders came into this tournament with a record of 34-6. They're now 35-6. And another service ace. You can hear the Central crowd from Columbus, Nebraska, just to our left. Glendale was 14-13 entering the tournament, so they are now 15-13. And right into the corner. Kill for the Gauchos, the Glendale Gauchos and the Central Raiders. The only number I can really read from Glendale is the server right now. Well, I can't even really make out hers through the net. Kill from the right side. That's Michaeli Yancey. Central has a 6-3 lead. Cajon will serve. And that's going to be a kill for Glendale. And if I can make out the number, I believe, I couldn't make it out. Sorry. 12, okay. That was Kayla Gladden from right in Glendale. Glendale is about maybe 10 minutes from here. They have a very vocal contingent on the far side, but they haven't been a lot to cheer about just yet. And a kill once again. This time it's Megan Anderson out of Kearney, Nebraska. You might be able to see them over there in the red. That's the Glendale side. Central side you won't be able to see, but they have got a lot of people here. And they have been very vocal as well. Serving is going to be Brooke Robertson, sophomore from Ogallala, Nebraska. And we have a violation, double hit violation against Central, so the Raiders give up a point. It's 7-5. And coming around from the backside, another kill for Megan Anderson, 8-5. Jayla Trotter back to serve. A sophomore out of Arcadia, Nebraska. All of the Central players are from Nebraska. And all of the Glendale players are from Arizona, except one. Blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a point for Glendale, 8-6. The only Glendale player who's not from Arizona is Lexi Wolf, who is from Kansas. from the left side. Blocked, kept alive by the Gauchos. And it goes out. Another point for Central, 9-6. Serving Brooke Roberts, Molly Gottschall. I think the only libero I've ever seen to wear a pink shirt, and you don't know why. You just think it would be natural. But there's a kill for Glendale. I'm pretty sure that was Haley Christensen, a freshman from Gilbert, Arizona, right here in the Valley of the Sun, which is where we're located here in Phoenix. The entire area is called the Valley of the Sun. And another one for Central. Brooke Robertson gets that kill. And the serve will go to Cassidy Young. Ball's out of bounds. 10-7. Raiders on top. They managed to get it back across, does Glendale. Tipped over and a kill that time for Peyton Shahone. And it's now 12-7. And with that, we're going to have a timeout called by Glendale. We will be back in just a moment. Central of Nebraska leading 12-7 here in set number one against Glendale. Continuing to serve is Cassidy Young, sophomore from Omaha. Blocked but out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Gauchos. Haley Christensen back to serve. You may hear a lot of cheering at what would seem to be strange times. There are two matches going on simultaneously. Tipped across nicely by Young. And it's going to be a point for the Gauchos. They close the gap to 12-9. The defending national champion Cowley Tigers are playing on the court to the right of what you can see and right below me. It's out. Another point for Glendale. They close back to within 12-10. Cowley is playing Illinois Central on that court. In the net. So a point for the Raiders. I believe it should be 13-10. It says 12 on the scoreboard. Blocked. Another point. Combination of Nicola and Chahone. Well, maybe I'm wrong. It says 13-10 now. Now it says 14. Beautiful dig. And Glendale can't do anything with it. What a great effort by Skylar Erickson to get that one, not only get to it, get it across the net and wind up with a point. 15-10 Raiders. And it's Erickson serving. And a service ace for Erickson. The Raiders start to open things up a little bit, and Glendale's going to call another timeout. Central is leading 16-10 in the first set. We'll be back in a moment. Both teams came out of the timeout very quickly, so we're ready to go again. Central leading 16-10. And that'll be a point for Glendale. Serving is going to be Kelsey Tuvell from right in Glendale itself, a sophomore. Glendale borders Phoenix. Hits the ceiling, but it comes back down. The ceiling is live. Nice dig. Drive from the left side. A beautiful dig that time. Wish I knew who it was. Trying to sneak it across was Young. Glendale keeps it going. Long rally going here. Blocked, but on the floor. Kill for Michaela Yancey. 17-11. Central on top. Shahone will serve. Just off the left side. That was Nicola. No, I guess it wasn't. I guess it was Shahone. She still serves. Goes long that time, though. 18-12. I believe it's Kayla Gladden serving for the Gauchos. Blocked out of bounds. Point for the Raiders. 19-12. Robertson ready to serve. Her team up by 7. Back set. Doesn't create anything. Beautiful dig that time. Tuvell. And it drops. Anderson gets the point, 20-12. Raiders have built up a quick lead here. Skims the net, but played by Tuvell. And the block gets another point. Anderson gets another one. 21-12. Hard to tell who's cheering for who right now. That's the Cowley crowd you hear cheering right now. Blocked out of bounds. Point for the Gauchos. And now coming in to do the serving is going to be Gladden. Left side drive block. Kept alive, but it hits the antenna and goes out. Point for Central, 22-13. And that will go long. Erickson hit it too far, 22-14. And serving this time is going to be Carly Bauer, a freshman from Peoria, Arizona, right nearby here as well. Just about all the Glendale players are from the local area. as we said, except for the one from Kansas. That gets down. Another point for Anderson. (23-14). Gottschall, we've got a serve violation. 23-14. And a kill that time for Erickson. Strong from the left side. 10 match points, no, rather 10 set points for the Central Raiders. And with that, that's it for the first set. Peyton Shahone ends it 25-14. Central of Nebraska takes the first one pretty easily. We will have a break here and be back in about 3 minutes. Ready for the start of set number 2 with Central of Nebraska winning the first one. Glendale now on our close side. We'll be able to read these numbers a little bit better. Pretty nice to have the national championship right in your own backyard pretty much. As we said, Glendale only about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most from this campus right here at Phoenix College. This is one of at least 3 national championships that are going to be played here in Arizona. Right now, the men's Division I soccer championship is being played up in Prescott, which is about an hour and a half from here. And then my school, Mesa, will host the Division I women's golf tournament. That will be in May. Arizona a pretty likely spot. So here we go. Set number 2. And right off the bat, Glendale gets the block and the point, and it's 1-0. Sydney Bunker doing the serving right now from Glendale. And I mean the city, not the school. Both, really. Tipped across. Point for Central. The field going to Erickson. And Young serves. 1-1. And a kill for Glendale, driving that one down. Let's see if she turns around, tell who it is. Yep, that was Nisha McDowell from Gilbert, another town right here in the valley. Glendale with a 2-1 lead. Make it 2-2. Kill right there by Erickson. Sorry, she's going to serve. We got an exciting match going on the other court here. Dropped in the corner by Shahone, and it's 3-2 Central. As we said, a big Central crowd here, and we want to say hello. Coach Mary Young asked us to say hello and relay her greetings. Apparently some viewing parties going on. That's a point for Glendale, 3-3. She says a big shout out to the crowd back at Central. And they have a good contingent here, as does Glendale. Of course, with Glendale, it's not that surprising. Blocked, kept alive by the Raiders. Back set. And there was a tip. It was. So it's going to be a point for Central. 4-3 they lead. And it's going to be Glendale's point. Torn Tobin from Glendale itself. 4-4. Gauchos staying closer than they did in the first set. From behind, from the back set, it was Anderson. Coming in to do the serving is Robertson. Sophomore from Ogallala, Nebraska. As we said, they're all from Nebraska. Second ball, great effort there to keep that alive. That was Erickson. But a double hit is going to be a point for Glendale. It's 5-5. Coming over to do the serving for the Gauchos this time. I believe that's Kayla Dahlman. This time I could read the number, but I can't behind her hair, the very ponytail. Blocked. Kept alive, a great dig. Tuvel, libero. And this one's going to fall, and Glendale is going to take the 6-5 lead. No, I'm sorry. It was off Glendale. Sometimes tough to tell from this angle. Here's Trotter serving. Her team up 6-5, second set. Another back set into the corner. A good dig by Tuvel. Blocked. Point Glendale. 6-6. Serve will now go to Carly Bauer, freshman from Peoria, another town not far from here at all. In the net. So Glendale takes the 7-6 lead. And driving one down from the right side is Anderson once again. We're even at 7 again. Gottschall from Columbus, right where the school is located, serving. Nice dig by Bauer. On the back set, a great dig. That time, that was Dahlman. And it falls on the central end. Glendale edges back on top, 8-7 once again. And the server is going to be Bunker. Too long. Tied once again at 8-8. Raiders have the 1-0 lead in sets. Cassidy Young serving. Tipped across, but back over by Glendale. And a kill. Misha McDowell. 9-8 Gauchos. They're staying a lot closer than they did in the first set. Christensen serves. It's in right on the back line. 10-8 Gauchos. Great dig that time by Bauer. He's up in the rafters and right back down. Those are live. Everything on the ceiling is live. And a kill from the left side. That was Courtney Beck, I believe. Christensen serves again. Her team now up by 3. Too long, make it 4, 12-8 Glendale. Volleyball and timeout is going to be called by Central. They trail 12-8 here in the second set. We will be back in just a moment. Glendale has opened up a 4-point lead here in the second set, 12-8. Christensen continues to serve. And it drops in front of Gottschall. Service ace for Christensen, 13-8. Started to say before the timeout, I think volleyball is the biggest sport of momentum of all of them. That one skims the net, played by the Raiders. And it drops. Confusion. 14-8. Gauchos have opened up the lead. And their fans on the far side really feeling it now. This is pretty much the way the first set went, but in reverse. Service ace. 15-8. Christensen again. Erickson puts it in the corner. I believe that was 7 straight points for Glendale. I'm not positive, but I think it was tied at 9-9. 8-8, I'm sorry, 8-8. It drops. The Central trying to make a little bit of a comeback here. Has a couple of points in a row as Trotter serves. Nice effort there by Bauer. In the net, though. And here come the Raiders. Got their deficit back down to within 4. And that one's not going to get over. 4 straight points for Central. And it's 15-12. That's Erickson serving. I think I said Trotter. That's actually Erickson. Cross court. Up in the rafters. Comes down hard, but played by Central. They keep it alive. And the dink works. 15-13. And Lisa Stuck, the Glendale coach, wants to call a timeout. Her team has surrendered 5 straight points. We will be back in just a moment. The Raiders have cut a 7-point deficit down to 2, and they continue to serve with Erickson's 15-13. Glendale on top. Nice dig. Blocked at the net, back to Glendale. And kept alive nicely by Erickson. A beautiful effort there. Trying to see who that was. That was Bunker. Blocked and it falls in. Yancey makes it 15-14. We talked about momentum. So obviously the Central way. But for a moment it's not, as that one driven across by Glendale, all the way across the barrier into the other court. Luckily, play was not going on, but Glendale scoots the lead back up to 16-14 as Tuvel serves. Back set, Young, nice reception there. That'll be a point for the Raiders. It is 16-15. Glendale leading. Oh, they had a little miscommunication. A couple of players thought it was going to go the other one's way, so it's now the Gauchos on top 17-15. With Tobin serving. And it drops. Just got it in on the corner. In between 3 Gauchos. 17-16. And here comes Brooke Robinson to serve. Robertson, I think I said Robinson. And Anderson makes it an even match. 17-17. Robertson serves again. It hits the back line. Just did skim it. Glendale elected to let it go. Just may have actually bounced right on the green. You may or may not be able to see the green lines. I saw a view earlier where it wasn't too visible, but there are green lines that are marking the volleyball courts here. Tips the net and goes over. Nice dig there. That was Christensen on the dig. And Anderson's got another. And suddenly Central, the second seeded team, has built the lead to 19-17. Point for Glendale. Getting the kill that time was Courtney Beck. 19-18. Beck shifts over to the left side. She's going to serve from there. And Gottschall can't handle it, so it is all even again. 19-19. Beck one more time. And again, miscommunication. Service ace for Beck. Gauchos on top, 20-19. And Anderson does something about that to even it up. She has got a bunch of kills here in the first two sets. Her team leading 1-0. We're all even in the second set, 20 apiece. Shayla Trotter serves. Trotter makes a nice dig. And that one hits the net, so it's a point for Central. They edge back on top, 21-20. They took the first set pretty easily, but Glendale giving them a battle here. It was 25-14 the first set. The Gauchos hanging tough right here. Blocked back by the Raiders, and that one's not going to be blocked back or returned in any way. We're even again at 21. And it's going to be Carly Bauer serving. Dink didn't work. Kind of a changeup. That one drops. Glendale edges back in top, 22-21. Gauchos built a 7-point lead, saw it erased, but now they're battling point for point. Bumped over by Central. Kept alive. Pushed over by Trotter. And a kill. Once again, Megan Anderson. 22 all. And it's Gottschall serving. But Glendale comes right back. 23-22. Here comes Bunker to serve. Block. Point Glendale. Now they've got 2 match points. not match points, set points. But first, Central is going to call a timeout. They trail 24-22. We'll be back in just a moment. The timeout ended quickly. This is the first point after it. Still 2 set points for Glendale. In the net, Glendale has evened it at 1 set apiece. A 25-22 victory after having dropped the first set 25-14. So we've got ourselves a battle. We will be back with the third set in just 3 minutes. Second-seeded Central Nebraska finding itself in a real battle against 10th-seeded Glendale. Probably didn't expect it after winning the first set convincingly, 25-14. Glendale saw a 7-point margin in the second set disappear. but righted the ship and took it 25-22, and we are all even. Central will serve first. Once the officials get everything straightened away. Cassidy Young anxiously waiting to get the serve off. And here we go. And it's in. So right off the bat, Glendale gets the first point. And once again, we'll have trouble with the Glendale names because we simply can't read the numbers very well. I do know that's Christensen getting ready to serve. Blocked out of bounds. Point for Central. This is the quarterfinal round. These two teams fighting to get into the Final Four. And we've got a violation over the net. I believe it was over the net. Against Central, 2-1 Glendale. Tuvell serving. Blocked and played by the Gauchos. In the net, so Glendale has a 3-1 lead. Tuvell once again. Too far. So here's Shahan. Blocked by Glendale, kept alive. Raiders push it across. And it's in on the back line. Glendale leads 4-2. And I think that was Dahlman. And that's going to just barely float over. It was high in the air and just did skiff over that back line, so it's 4-3 Gauchos now. Robertson to serve. Trying to push it into the corner. Great effort by Tuvell, but she couldn't get to it. Couldn't control it, I should say. She got to it. Made a nice effort at it. We are even at 4 again. Second ball, kill for Shahan. 5-4 Raiders on top. You managed to get it across. And that one driven into the net by Anderson, I believe, and it'll be 5-5. Anderson pushes it into the corner and way out. Far over the back line that time. The Raiders go back on top 6-5. And here's Trotter to serve. Excuse me. Run deep. Glendale's going to have to bump it. And they can't get to it. So it's 7-5 Raiders. I guess Cowley County won that set, because the fans down below me here are quite excited. 25-23, they won that set. Don't know who won the first one. Erickson tries to push it across, can't do it. But Glendale manages to get it back. Anderson has it blocked back to Gottschall. And Erickson too long, 7-6. Anderson cross court, nice dig. Tries to push it into the middle that time, didn't work. They keep it going and get it across the net. Great job there. And Erickson winds up with the point. It was Trotter that kept it alive. 8-6. Raiders lead. Gottschall serves. Blocked out of bounds. Point Glendale. 8-7. Bunker goes back serving. It's wide. We're even again at 8-8. Second ball almost worked. Too far. I think Trotter wanted to go for it for a second and let it go. And her team now leads 9-8 once again. And it's too far again, hits the linesman. He is definitely out of bounds. 10-8. Young continues to serve. Tries to drop one in short. They almost did. And that's going to be off Central. 10-9. Kill for the Gauchos. They're not going to let themselves fall behind as they did in the first set. We are even at one set apiece. And we've got a point for Central. 11-9. And here's Erickson to serve. Set from the left side. Drive nicely dug. Gottschall with a beautiful one there, back over the net. Good rally going here. But it's going to be finished off by Chahon. And the Raiders have built a 3-point lead, and with that, Glendale will call timeout. We will be back in just a moment. Central has opened up a 3-point lead here, 12-9, as we're in the middle of set number 3. The sets themselves are even at 2-2, or 1-1. Erickson getting ready to serve for the Raiders. And that's going to be a service ace. 13-9. Block and point. Yancey gets the block and the point. 14-9 as the Raiders start to open things up a bit. But Glendale manages a point and closes it back to 14-10. Here comes Duval to serve. Just a bit long. Missed by about a foot. 15-10. Chahon looks to the bench. Here's her serve. Over the net. Was it over? I believe it was. Anderson tried to reach. No. Yeah, well, I'm not sure. The scoreboard seems to indicate point for Central, but I believe that was an over the net violation. I think the scoreboard is wrong. We'll see. That time, no doubt about that one, as Yancey scores. That was an over the net violation. It's 16-11 now. Raiders leading, with Robertson coming in to serve. And the block once again by Anderson. 17-11, and Glendale is going to try to stop the momentum, trailing 17-11. We'll be back in just a moment. Quarterfinal round of the NJCAA Division II National Championship. The sets are even at 1-1, but the Raiders have a 17-11 lead, and they are serving here in the third set. And that's going to be a kill for Glendale. I believe that was Christensen, but not 100% sure. Gauchos will serve. And that will be a service ace. 17-13. I was waiting for them to put it up on the board to be sure. Tipped over by the Raiders. Back to them again. Back set. Anderson. I believe that was a point for the Raiders. It was. They lead 18-13. I couldn't tell which side of the net it fell on. Another back set too far. Anderson couldn't get to it. Or how do they rule? Yeah, it's going to be a point for Glendale. Or is it? I thought it went outside the antenna, but apparently not. I thought Anderson didn't get it across. It's 19-13. And a drive from the left side by Erickson. Makes it 20. Well, they put it up on the wrong side. No, I guess it was out. I couldn't tell. It was out wide to the left. So it's 19-14. Make it 20-14 with Gottschall serving. Nice dig. And a point. Trotter got the dig, and it wound up as a point, and it's 21-14. Goes out of bounds, but tipped by Central, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that will be a point for the Gauchos. 21-15 now, and I believe that's Bunker back there serving. Another back set. Chahon. It's down. But was she in the net? I think she was. Yep, she was. So it's a point for the Gauchos. It's 21-16. From the left, Erickson. And that'll be a kill for Glendale. 21-17 as the Gauchos start to climb back into it. They were down 17-11. Second ball. Good job there by Young. Snuck it across. 22-17. Blocked down by the Raiders. That was Erickson and Chahon. And it's now 23-17. They've opened it back up to 6 points again. Block kept alive. Not that one though. Erickson from the left side. 7 set points for the second-seeded Central Raiders. They got one more back to Glendale, 24-18. Christensen back to serve. Here's Erickson from the right. Nice dig. And they get a point as Glendale. A little confusion. The Raiders have had several plays where they just had a little bit of miscommunications. Still got 5 set points to work with, though. Glendale back over to the Raiders. It's blocked out of bounds, and that's it. That's the end of the set. Central wins it 25-19. They lead 2-1. We will be back with set number 3 in 3 minutes. fourth set about to begin. Central leading 2-1. The winner of this match will play the winner of the match that's going on simultaneously here between Cowley and Illinois Central. Cowley's leading 2-0, but Illinois Central leading in this particular set. We will see. Bunker serves for Glendale to start the fourth set. Kept alive. And into the corner. Christensen. Glendale jumps on top 1-0. Erickson tried to drive that one down, but Tuvell had better ideas. But this one comes from the other side. And the Raiders are even at 1-1. Young with the serve. And that's going to be too far. So the nice drive there by Glendale gives them the 2-1 lead. Christensen serving. It goes out of bounds, so it's a service ace for Christensen. 3-1 Glendale. We mentioned that what happens to the winners. The losers are done for the tournament. There is a consolation bracket among the teams that lost in the first round, but after that, it's all strictly elimination. Long rally. Second ball doesn't work. This one's going on probably the longest we've seen today, but it's ended. Glendale gets the point. Nisha McDowell makes it 4-1 Gauchos. Good dig there by Trotter. Blocked, but the Gauchos still in control. Trotter again at that back line. Blocked, and this time it's down. Erickson off the block gets the point, makes it 4-2. And put right back down over the top of the net by Shahone. He was just waiting there for it. 4-3. Gauchos lead. And it's going to drop. Central has moved back to even at 4-4. Erickson continues to serve. Blocked out of bounds. That'll be a kill for Christensen. Tuvell with the jump serve. Too far. 5-5. And here's Shahone serving at the other end. And it's off Tuvell. Could not get out of the way of it. It came right at her. Service ace for Shahone. And right down there is Anderson to block it at the net. Put it on the floor. 7-5 Raiders on top. In the net. 7-6. Kayla Dahlman serving. Back set, Anderson gets one down in the corner. Raiders up 8-6 now. Back set again, played by the Raiders. Here comes Anderson, and she's got yet another. Megan Anderson having a big day, or a big match at least. And pushed across by Dahlman. Beck, I'm sorry, that was Courtney Beck, who's actually going to serve. Gauchos now trail 9-7. And it's now 10-7. Shahone gets that one. Actually, I'm sorry, that was Nicola, I believe. A little tough to read the 9 or the 8 from up here where we are. Trotter serving. And that's going to be a kill for, let's see who that was. That was Christensen. 10-8. Central of Nebraska with the lead, leading 2-1. Anderson is blocked this time, but it goes out of bounds. Point for the Raiders, 11-8. Molly Gottschall with the serve. Skims the net and drops, but played nicely. Great job there, I believe. They wind up with the kill, but a very alert job there by Bauer. And timeout being called once again. Central has opened in 12-8 lead. We will be back in just a moment. Central leading 12-8 here in the fourth set. They have serve as well, and they also have a 2-1 lead in sets. Quarterfinals of the NJCAA Division II National Championship. Bumped across by the Raiders. Tipped by Glendale, but they keep it alive. High set. Christensen tried to dink it across, couldn't get it to fall. Another long rally going here as the Gauchos push it back across. Here comes Erickson softly. Second ball is going to work. Gaucho got an arm on it, but couldn't control it. So it's a point for Glendale, 12-9, coming out of the timeout. And here's Bunker to serve. And we've got a violation. Glendale gets another point as the Raiders were in the net, and it's 12-10. Erickson can't get it across, or rather, yeah, that was Erickson. And suddenly the Gauchos are within one again, 12-11. Good dig there. Cajon couldn't get it across. And we are even at 12. So Glendale has come out of the timeout to run off 4 consecutive points and draw even. Erickson softly in the middle and gets the kill. That middle can be such a vulnerable spot. See that happen all the time. Woods, or rather Young serves. Driven into the corner, but out of bounds. So we're even at 13. Christensen serving. Skims the net, but played by Gottschall. Cajon gets the point. Erickson goes back to serve. Nice dig by Gottschall. And it can't get over the net, so it's a point for Glendale, 14-14. Duvel across to Gottschall. Nice dig that time. That was Bunker. But the block by Central gives the Raiders the lead once again, 15-14. And Cajon will serve. Beautiful dig by Young that time. Ball coming straight at her. Great one on the opposite end by Christensen. Raiders managed to get it back across. But pushed right down at the net by Anderson. 16-14. Cajon serves. A little trouble there, but they keep it alive, push it over. And they may wind up with something out of this. So actually, Central keeps it going. Good job. Point for Glendale, 16-15. Christensen, no, I'm sorry, Tobin serving. Blocked back to the Raiders. But again, this time it gets over the net. It's a point for Central, which now leads 17-15. Here comes Robertson in to serve. Too far. Neither team has been able to open up more than a 2-point lead here for a while. It's 17-16 right now. Beck serves. And that one's going to go out, and we're back to even. 17 all. Glendale fighting to stay alive in the tournament, trailing 2-1. Shahan with the dink, didn't work. Good dig on the other end by Erickson. There's going to be another point for the Gauchos, and they're on top, 18-17. Back and forth it goes. From deep. Nothing doing. Kill the other side for Christensen. And it's 19-17. Glendale, and with that, Central is going to try to blunt the momentum a bit. We will be back in just a moment. Glendale battling to stay alive, trailing 2-1, but leading here in the fourth set, 19-17. And it hits the basket, and they can't get it over. Those baskets, the roof, the ceiling rather, everything's alive. So it's now 20-17 Glendale. We haven't had a single match go 5 sets so far today. Are we headed that way here? Tried it in. Megan Anderson, the go-to girl, makes it 20-18. Trotter serves. Second ball doesn't work. Good dig by Gottschall. Battle at the net. Glendale keeps it going. But it's out. It goes long. 20-19. Raiders battling back. And we're going to have another timeout. We will be back once again in just a moment. (20-19). Glendale clinging to a 1-point lead here in set number 4. Central is serving. Trotter back there. Bumped across by the Gauchos. And once again, Anderson coming from behind, as she has done so many times, has evened the score at 20 apiece. And it's going to be a service ace for Trotter. The Gauchos unable to handle that serve. 21-20. Softly across. And put No, they couldn't get it over the net, so that's a point for Glendale. Central tried to knock it over on the second ball, didn't get it across, so the Gauchos still alive here at 21 apiece. Bauer serves. Bumped across by Central. And a miss hit. And Glendale has the lead, 22-21. The Gauchos trying to see if they can send this into a fifth set. From deep. Nothing doing that time. Christensen can't get it to fall. Blocked, kept alive. Anderson punches it toward the corner, doesn't work. Blocks and gets the point. Anderson gets it to even things at 22. Gottschall serving. Raiders keep it going, bump it back over to Glendale. Cross court, block, kept alive. Beautiful job there. And they get the point. The Gauchos get it. And they lead 23-22. So here's Bunker. Service ace. It's 2 set points for Glendale. Timeout called by Central. Trailing 24-22. We will be right back. Glendale with 2 set points to try to send this into a fifth set. Tipped across. That might have gone out, but played by Glendale. They keep it alive. Can they get it across? Yes, they do. Erickson has it blocked, and it's it. That's the set. And Glendale takes it to number 5. 25-22. Central won the first set, 25-14. The Gauchos came back to win 25-22. Central then take the third, 25-19. And here Glendale evens it again, 25-22 against the second seed team. We'll go to a fifth set, a 15-point set, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. This will be a 15-point set for the right to move on to the Final Four. They will change ends at the middle of the set. The official is checking the lineup right now. Central will serve first. Shahon will do it. Central 1, Glendale 1, Central 1, Glendale 1. That's where we are at 2-2. And here we go. Shahon serve. And it's an ace. Again, Shahon. Duvel, good job to keep that going. Doesn't get over, so it's even at 1. Meanwhile, on the other court here, it looks like Cowley College, the defending national champion, will move on. They are very close to being set point. Not quite yet. Here's the serve by Christensen. From behind Anderson, it's blocked. Good dig by Erickson. Battle at the net. Goes over to the Glendale side. And it drops. Gauchos take a 2-1 lead. So now it is match point for Cowley. The winner of this one will take on Cowley in the semifinals. Well, probably Cowley, but that serve is in the net, and it's 2-2. Here comes Brooke Robertson serving for the Raiders. Tipped across second ball. Great effort by Duvel to keep that one going. Blocked again. Blocked but played by Central. They managed to keep it alive off the net. Dink by Anderson. The Duvel is there. Here comes Anderson from behind. It's out. Wide on the far side, and it's a 3-2 lead for Glendale. Duvel will serve. Anderson again, and this time she's got it. 3-3. Trotter back. This has been the only 5-set match of the tournament so far. Blocked and down. Point for Glendale. I believe that was Beck. 4-3 Gauchos. And a point for Central on the block. Number 10 trying to upset number 2. Number 10 beat number 7, Kansas City, Kansas earlier, Glendale did. Trying to pull off another one. Shahon wide. 5-4 Gauchos. And meanwhile, Cowley has advanced to the semifinals, the first one. They have just won, so the winner of this will definitely play Cowley. Shahon across but played by Duvel. Shahon again, but again another nice dig, but it doesn't get over the net. So the Raiders are back on top 6-5, I believe. Well, let's see what the scoreboard says. Great effort there. And they get it across. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was, well, I won't say. Gottschall with a nice dig. From deep. No good. They keep it going, do the Raiders. Great dig there again. And once again, great rally going on here. This is going to be a tough one for either one to lose. Chahon tries to drive it down, can't do it. And finally, Glendale gets the point. 6-5 Gauchos. Bauer serves. Chahon evens it at 6. Erickson serving for the Raiders. And it's in. Just made it in the back line. 7-6 Raiders lead. Gauchos have to bump it across. Chahon can't get it to fall. From the opposite side, it's blocked by Glendale. And once again, tipped across this time. Gottschall with a nice dig. It rolls on the net and doesn't drop. So it's going to be... I'm not sure how the Central fans are really excited. I'm not sure how that wound up being a point, but it is. So they'll change ends with Central leading 8-7. Well, now they're going to put it the other way. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Central fans got really excited, but it was actually Glendale. Well, I am totally confused now. Central leading 8-7 as they switch ends, 8-6 rather. Too far. Glendale saying it was tipped. Let's see if it's called that way. Apparently not. And with that, Glendale is going to call timeout, trailing 9-6. We will be right back. The number 2 seeded Central Raiders finding themselves in the battle of the tournament so far. They lead 9-6 here in the 5th set right now. That does get across. Tipped out of bounds, I believe. Yes, it does go out. So it's 9-7. And Bunker serving. 15-point set, don't forget. Chahon had to hold up and couldn't get it across. It's 9-8. The timeout worked. Pushed across by the Raiders. And once again, that's going to even it. It's 9-9. Six points either way to the semifinals. Blocked, and it falls on the Gaucho end, so it's a point for Central. 10-9. Shajon goes back to serve. Christensen's drive is blocked. Nice dig by Tuvel. Central keeps it going. Battle at the net. It falls on the Gaucho point. On the Central end, I should say. Point for the Gauchos. And it's now 10-10. 5 points to the semifinals as Christensen serves. But it's in the net. 11-10. Raiders on top. Here comes Robertson to serve. Taking her time back there. Kept alive. And another drive point. That was Beck who evens it at 11. The winner moves on. The loser is done. Wide to the right. Second straight service error. Something you can't let happen in this kind of situation. So the Raiders have a 1-point advantage, 12-11. Trotter serves. And we've got a stop of the official here. I don't know what that was about. Pointing to something on the floor. We're ready to go. Trotter will serve. Violation against double hit against the Raiders, 12-12. Corinne Tobin, I'm sorry, serving. Floats one across, no service error there. Here's Anderson, it's blocked. They keep it alive though. And again, Central keeps it in the Glendale end. Blocked. In the net. Central. 13-12. Gauchos on top. Timeout. Going to be called, I believe, by Central. 13-12. They trail. We will be right back. Quickly back to action. Tobin serves. Anderson, and she's done it all night. We're even at 13. Gottschall will be the server. Crucial point right here, obviously. Rolls on the net and drops out of bounds. It's going to be Glendale point. Match point for the Gauchos. But another timeout's going to be called by Central. 14-13. We'll be right back. The Glendale crowd at the far end, the Let's Go Gauchos chant. They've seen their team pull off one upset tonight, looking for another one. Courtney Beck will serve with a chance to put her team in the semifinals. Tipped across, kept alive. Back set. Too far, and Glendale wins. The Gauchos are moving on to the semifinals. The number 10 seed defeats the number 2 seed. The team from just down the road in Glendale, Arizona, trying to make this their home court, even though obviously it's not. But so far they have claimed it. The first 5-set match of the tournament. Glendale knocks off number 2 Central of Nebraska. They will move on to play the defending national champion Cowley, which just won. They are the number 6 seed in this tournament. They'll play Cowley tomorrow at 7:30. What an exciting match this one was. Glendale kept coming from behind. They lost the first set, seemingly almost not quite eliminated at that point, but 25-14. It certainly seemed that Central had control. Glendale battled back and took the second one, 25-22. Then Central won the second set, a third set, I'll get it right, 25-19. Glendale battled back for the fourth at 25-22 and takes a 15-13 victory here. So that's it for this quarterfinal match. Glendale moving on to the semifinals. This is Wayne Block saying thank you very much for watching and good evening.